Last of Us 2 was disappointing. It left me dumbfounded that a sequel so horribly paced and written came from Naughty Dog. It was disgusting having all my hope and optimism destroyed by a basic revenge story that kills off a beloved character from the first game through a contrived manner, and it was insulting that Neil Druckmann expected me to build sympathy for someone who killed him in such a brutal way by forcing me to play as her for 10 hours. If the first game was about finding hope in a nihilistic world, and a relationship between a broken man and a brash, optimistic girl helps both of them grow, then a sequel is nothing but doom and gloom that's filled with unlikable characters and contrivances, and the entire message of the game can be summed up as, revenge is bad. It also answers the ambiguous question the first game ended on by telling you that Joel is evil, even though his action was something anyone would do if their loved one was going to die. The writing feels incredibly lazy and rushed, especially Joel's death. It was insulting that it was Tommy who told Abby who they were. Both Tommy and Joel lived through 20 years of the outbreak, so it doesn't make sense for veteran survivors to tell a group of strangers who they were and where their town is. It felt that they wanted Joel's death quickly instead of building up to it. I also hate how this game lazily makes you sympathize with that character you switch to in a half point of the game, and the people you have already killed. These guys that you should feel sympathy for are forgettable and total assholes. There's a section where you play with Abby's dog, the same dog the game will force you to kill to make you feel guilty. I don't feel guilty for her since that game forced me to kill her. Another way how this game tries to create empathy for her is through Lev. It's a relationship that's similar to Joel's and Ellie's, to redeem a broken character through a child. The thing is, it's lazy using this to build sympathy for her when they already did this in the first game, and this doesn't connect with the story and instead feels like a side quest. Before people go off on me and say something like, oh, you're supposed to feel guilty and awful as revenge only brings despair, then do it right. Don't cheap me out of experience by forcing character to be stupid or employ cheap guilt trips. Don't expect me to build sympathy for a woman who brutally murdered Joel in a poorly rented, rushed manner. And especially, don't be surprised when I disconnect myself from the bloodshed because the game never gave me an option and forced me to commit these atrocities. I hate how this game made me hate the characters and even the thought of finishing it. Ellie transformed from an optimistic, compassionate girl.
The book just fell on my head. I only have myself to blame. Or wait, I said it wrong. Hold on, let me read it again.
Into a cold-hearted monster. Abby was already worse, but the more I played as her, the more I saw her as an unsympathetic, bloodthirsty hypocrite who murdered her own teammates to protect two former SCAR members who she just met a few days ago. All in an attempt to, what? To prove she isn't a monster? Well, you did it, Neil. If your job was to make me hate everything that made The Last of Us amazing, then you did it. But hey, at least this game created hilarious memes, so thanks for that.